Hi everyone, I'm Mirala Chobano, lead editor with The Papers, and I'm about to speak with the coolest guy from DisputeHelp, Raja, Bart, and Vinay about disputes and chargebacks.
One of the big factors impacting payments today is the proliferation of online e-commerce payments. We're seeing an explosion across the board with many traditional card-present businesses, such as groceries, moving to a card-not-present model. That leads to, of course, increased consumer confusion in terms of transactions. And for that reason, we're seeing increase in fraud and disputes across the board.
And with the rise of fraud, it's not only fraudsters that are getting more sophisticated, it's also consumers getting more sophisticated and understanding the data points that they have access to and being able to file disputes. And in many of those cases result in what we call first-party fraud or first-party misuse. So as that continues to rise, that naturally starts impacting the merchant's top-line revenue, because those data points, those false cases of fraud filed by the consumers are getting updated in the fraud prevention platforms, which then result in what we call false declines, which is cases of transactions that are getting declined because they're thought to be fraud. So all of that, of course, impacts the merchant's bottom line and revenue at the end of the day.
At the consumer level, merchants are trying to vie for growth, revenue growth, and consumer loyalty. And they're looking for additional products, which makes the job of the merchant provider extremely complex. They have to add different value-added solutions to attract customers, which makes them get wider and wider. And inherently, they have to prioritize these things and decide what are the right products and sets of products that allow me to scale my business.
So really what these merchants are looking for is a consolidated solution and an expert in the marketplace that understands the whole ecosystem when it comes to disputes and is able to consolidate, optimize, and reduce operational expenses and costs that are associated with the challenges related to fraud and disputes. We work with many customers out there, ranging from acquiring banks to MS merchant service providers to ISOs and merchants themselves. But one I'd be very happy to share with you guys about is a recent case study we've done with a company called Paystrax, which is their services range from being an acquiring bank to offering gateway solutions to customized merchant solutions for the enterprise market. They have adopted our solutions on the dispute management side. And what they've seen over the last 3 years, which is how long they've adopted these solutions for, is they've seen an overall 80% reduction in their fraud, 75% reduction in their overall chargeback volume. And then what's most interesting and almost a little bit unexpected that we were able to learn through the experience was through that positive behavior of refunding and collaborating with the issuers on those disputes, giving those monies back to the cardholders, they actually saw an overall 3% increase in transaction acceptance, which is huge, right? This is something that really impacts the merchant's bottom line and the ability to be able to capitalize more on the investment, the marketing investment they've taken to actually process these transactions in the first place.
Look, for a long time, acquirers, ISOs, and agents have been cut out of the new dispute solution revenue. We're trying to bring them back in the loop, as well as give them a platform to distribute these products easily to their merchants and even their sub-ISOs. It's our belief that sooner than later, almost every merchant is going to be forced to use these, and we would like to help acquirers and ISOs deliver these products to their customers.